So I decided to do a no spend month in October. I thought the goal was simple: no unnecessary spending, no random shopping trips, no drive-through coffee runs, just being disciplined, saving money, and being more intentional with what I already have. And I started off great. I had my little plan. I told myself I was ready. Then by week 3, life started lifing. I had a rough mental and emotional week, spiritual, really. And that's when everything started to slip. I didn't go on a big shopping spree or buy anything major, but it was those little things. Lunch one day, coffee another, a few things at the store that I convinced myself I needed. Technically, that broke the no spend challenge, but what I learned from it ended up being way more valuable than sticking to it perfectly. The first thing I learned about myself is that I need structure. I can't just depend on motivation because motivation fades fast, especially for me. I realized that when I don't plan ahead, I set myself up to fail. Like if I don't have my breakfast pre-prepped or a coffee ready, I'm way more likely to say, oh, I'll just grab one while I'm out, especially if I can find a coupon. And that adds up, not just in money, but in me not following through on what I said I'd do. I also noticed that structure doesn't just help me manage my money, it helps me feel grounded. It gives my day a sense of order, like I'm actually leading my life instead of it leading me. The second thing I learned is that I don't get out of certain thought cycles easily. When something's on my mind, I can sit in it for hours or days even, replaying, rethinking, overanalyzing. And when I'm in that space, I tend to want comfort. Something that comfort shows up as is scrolling or buying a little something or just distracting myself in general. So I'm trying to learn healthier ways to deal with that, like journaling or even doing talk to text journals on my phone. I used to do it a lot last year and it helped me process things before they built up too much. It's something I want to get back to, just being honest with myself and God about what I'm feeling instead of trying to suppress it. And the third thing I learned, probably the biggest one, is that when I'm not intentional, time just slips away. The days blur together. I'll know it's Tuesday or Friday, but I won't feel connected to what's actually happening in my life. So going into November, I'm trying to change that. I'm starting to move my workouts to the morning, for example, because I noticed I have more mental clarity after I work out, like I can breathe a little better, focus better, and go into my day without that constant stress of when am I going to get it done. I've also started journaling every day, just writing the date, my mood, what went well, and even small things. It's helping me slow down and really mark the days instead of just floating through them. And I'm being more intentional about actually using my planner, not just decorating it, but really scheduling things, setting goals, tracking my spending, writing down thoughts or ideas that come to me instead of letting them just sit in my head. Trying this no spend month showed me that discipline isn't built by being perfect, it's built by being honest, paying attention, and trying again. And even though I didn't finish it perfectly, I learned a lot about what I actually need to grow. And for me, that feels like a real win, right? So here's to being more intentional this month with my money, my time, and my mind.